Welcome dear children. In today's class we are going to see about the fourth part of the lesson achieving equality. In the previous class we have learnt about types of discrimination. Now we are going to study about socio-economic inequality, remedial measures for abolishing inequality and discrimination, Constitution of India and equality. Now we are going to see about socio-economic inequality. In the socio-economic field, the benefits of growth have not been spread evenly. However, the income inequality is much higher than the inequality in human development. The low income districts are associated with low industrial development, low agriculture productivity, and low human development. Similarly, the district with literacy rate are found to be with lower sex ratio. Next, we are going to see about remedial measures for abolishing inequality and discrimination. The remedial measures for abolishing inequality and discrimination in Indian society are as follows. First one, wider access to equality basic services like healthcare and education. What is the meaning of first point? For everyone, we should give equal and right education and healthcare without showing partiality. Second one, be aware of current gender bias. Third one, make women more visible in public life and institution to eradicate gender disparity. Fourth one, be open to learning about other religions. Fifth one, promoting community training in the classroom may help the students to sit together without any bias of caste, religion or gender. Sixth one, socialize with people of all types outside home. Seventh one, effective implementation of laws. Next, we are going to discuss about Constitution of India and equality. What's the meaning of Constitution? Set of rules and regulation. A constitution is a set of rules and regulation guiding the administration of a country. Article 14 of the Constitution of India provides equality before the law or equal protection within the territory of India and prohibits the unreasonable discrimination between persons. Our constitution says ours is a land of diversity. Therefore, equality has to be ensured for all. Two significant parameters to ensure equality in society are respecting diversity and ensuring freedom. The different kinds of freedom are freedom to follow their religion, speak their language, celebrate their festivals, and express their views freely. The Constitution is a legal framework of rules and regulation by which a nation would function. Equality is where untouchability is seen as a crime. In India as a pair, the Article 17 of the Indian Constitution, untouchability is totally abolished and its any form is forbidden. Even today, different types of discrimination are reported across the country. Women, peasants, tribes, and people from lower social classes are still striving for equality in India. Now we are going to see about some famous achievers. The first one who we know is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. What do you mean by APJ? APJ means A for Abul, P for Bagir, J for Jalaluddin. So full name is Abul Bagir Jalaluddin Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam was born in Tamil Muslim family in Rameswaram. He was the 11th President of India and who is fondly remembered as People's President. Why Abdul Kalam is known as People's President? Because Abdul Kalam always thinks about the development of people. So Abdul Kalam is known as People's President. Kalam's family had become poor at his early age. He sold newspapers to supplement his family income. He completed his schooling at Ramnath, graduation from St. Joseph's College, Tiruchi, and went on to study aerospace engineering at the Madras Institute of Technology. After he joined Defense Research Development Organization, Kalam has written many books. Among them, very famous books are India 2020, Wings of Fire, Ignited Minds, The Luminous Sparks and Mission India. He was a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor in 1997. His outstanding work earned him the title of Missile Man of India. Next, we are going to see about Mr. Vishwanath Anand. Vishwanath Anand was born in Chennai in a middle class family. His mother was a big fan of chess and taught him to play the game when he was just 5 years old. She encouraged and motivated him a lot, and he laid the foundation for his future career as a chess player. Anand has won the World Chess Championship 5 times: 2000, 2007, 2008, 2010 and 2012. He won the World Junior Chess Champion at the age of 14. He became India's first Grandmaster in 1988. He was the first recipient of the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award in 1991 to 1992, India's highest sporting honor. He received the nation's second highest civilian award, Padma Vibhushan, in 2007. Next, we are going to see about Mr. Mariyappan Thangavelu. Mariyappan was born at Salem in Tamil Nadu. His mother raised her children as a single mother, carrying bricks as a laborer until becoming a vegetable seller, earning about ₹100 per day. He suffered permanent disability in his right leg when he was young despite this setback. He completed secondary schooling. He says, "I didn't see myself as different from able-bodied kids." In 2016, at the Rio Paralympics, he won the gold medal in the men's high jump T42 event with a leap of 1.89 meter. Next, we are going to see about Miss S. Ilavalagi. S. Ilavalagi came from poor family at Vyasarpadi, Chennai. His father is a daily wage earning auto rickshaw driver. She participated in the 2008 World Carom Championship. She participated and won the Indian National Carom Championship in the same year after beating the former world champion Rashmi Kumari. Thank you, dear children. Learn well, do well.